Oh, but of course he didn't ring me the next day. The idle prick.
Thank you to Mrs. Cumdodger for that half-hour description of your troubles with young men. Fascinating. I'm Alan Titwank, and welcome to today's Culture Special on Old Wives' Tales. Now, I'm about to be joined by Mrs. Scumsucker from Thrush in Cornwall, who's come up with some fascinating new research on how best one can hope to live their life. Hello, Mrs. Scumsucker.
Hello, Mr. Titwank.
Yes. So, tell us about your findings.
Well, not so much findings, Mr. Titwank. More lessons learnt from life. Brooms, in particular.
Now, it's funny you should say this, because here's one we prepared earlier.
Have you been bewitched?
No, Mrs. Scumsucker. But my wife might have been. That really is a zinger. So, please tell us what old wives' tales have been inspired by this here object.
Well, firstly, Mr. Titwank, if you drop a broom, it will bring you bad luck. But if you pick a broom up, it will bring you good luck.
Fascinating.
Now, here's the rub. If you drop a broom and stoop to pick it up, you'll become ill.
That's a good one, Mrs. Scumsucker.
Now, here's a handy trick I use when I have company. All you have to do is, if you have a stranger or someone in your house you don't like, all you have to do is sweep in front of them. That means you no longer want them in your house. This allows me to go back to watching Countdown and eating Spam.
Yes, get out of here, young ruffians. Oh, yes, hooligans. Splendid. A wonderful result for all involved. So, any final advice?
If you leave your broom on the ground, that means you're a bad housekeeper.
My wife might find that useful. And thank you for joining us on this edition of The Culture Show. Do join me next week when I'll be accompanied by Mr. Richard Head of the Royal Shakespeare Company. But until then, don't go anywhere near brooms, or you'll die.
Aye, Mr. Titwank.